What do you think about the race?
I mean, it is like a prelim. You know, obviously Nagus was the class of the field. Smart of him to take it. I was just focused on myself and, just try to give myself the best position to move forward. So it's all really, there's really nothing else other than those thoughts and what you saw out there. So.
How are you? Go ahead with David.
Tell us about that last 100.
Yeah, something I've kind of lacked all year, just a little bit of a pop. Felt pretty good kind of throughout, and then, I just been really kind of flat the last 100 in a lot of races, and, it's, I don't know, I mean, I kind of been searching for answers the last few weeks, and I think it's just kind of like, me just having a hard talk myself, being like, look, I missed last year, not just from racing, but training, if I missed last year and I was training all year and I didn't race, I would still be struggling to get back to, what these guys are doing. But after missing on top of racing training as well at 33, it is what it is. And so, every week I just keep putting my head down and putting in the work and, just been making steadily improvements throughout the season, which I'm happy with. But, unfortunately, this year a lot of guys are way ahead of where they typically are here in the U.S. this year. So.
Thank you, man.
Of course.
You said on a podcast, that video podcast a couple months ago, your goal is to make it to Paris and ride off in the sunset. Does that mean next year you're planning to be your last season?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'll be honest, my contract is up end of next year. So that's without a question, I'll be still fighting, for a spot come trials time next year. And yeah, that's the goal. I didn't really get the chance to start running till end of last year. Real workouts didn't start till like early this spring, end of winter. So, this year I knew that Budapest would have been a little bit of a, a lofty goal. But of course, the greediness takes over when you get within USA's and you want more than you kind of originally planned in the beginning of the year. If you'd have told me at the end of the summer, early summer, end of spring, I'd be at 336 and 148, 6 months ago, I'd be very pleased and happy with that. But then, of course, when you do it and, you're kind of sniffing at making a U.S. final, of course, you want a little bit more. So, I just got to be happy with like kind of how I'm competing. I'm leaving it all out there every time I step on the track, racing wise. So yeah, I mean, long story short, yeah, I'm still training for Paris, and that's the long-term goal.
How have your last 6 weeks gone? Because I think a lot of people saw that 336 in LA and think, oh, Centrowitz back. How's it gone since then?
It's been good. I have not missed any days of training, and that's in my position. That's all you can ask for. I mean, obviously, yeah, that race was a nice jump forward in terms of my progression. But the following week I ran a 338, and I went into it like really heavy-legged. I wasn't smart in terms of, just giving myself a fair shot. And so I was a little happy, kind of, not happy, but I was obviously just winning the race. But I didn't feel like I took a step back just because I ran a couple seconds slower.
Yeah. Are you being coached? Are you coaching yourself now, or was that set up?
Yeah. I mean, coaching myself, but I've had input from a bunch of people that have been in my circle for years now. So, yeah.
Man, how many more weeks do we need, in order for you to, put yourself in contention for this team and be 100%?
If you have a magic ball, man, headed my way. Listen, typically, I could probably predict it a little bit more when I was younger. The game changes when you get older. It's like, if it took me 4 weeks in the past to get to where I need to be, next year it's 5 or 6, and the next year it's another couple extra weeks. And so where I'm at right now, it's who knows, I mean, I just keep hoping it's the next week, but so it goes. Yeah, it's not really how I would have. I guess I've just been so spoiled over the years that fitness comes not rather quickly, but kind of on time. And this year there's a lot of things that I haven't been through before. I haven't had a major surgery like this. I haven't been 33. I haven't missed a full year of racing or training. And everyone's freaking good now. It's like I'm not discrediting the competition or the field either. It's like I can sit here and talk about all the things that I struggle with, but at the same time, everyone's raised the bar. Everyone's kind of up their game, and yeah. So.
Did it feel weird, I guess, at the beginning of the race, just sort of at past championships, you're the guy who everyone keys off of and commands the pace of the race. And today you kind of tried it, but you are to basically not today.
I don't know if I would say I tried it just because I was in the front. I wasn't trying to control it by any means. I just wanted to be in the front. I didn't know how I was going to go. I didn't know if someone was going to take it, and obviously Yara did. But I figured it's a big field. It's cutthroat with top 3. Normally, most 15s I do, it's top 5. So I just want to put myself in the front. I knew I wasn't going to be able to control it and do what I normally did. I'm very realistic with my capabilities and my current fitness, and it's not weird because I have been getting my ass kicked all season. So it's not like I've been absolutely in dominant fashion and I came out here, tried to dominate again, and then got rolled up. Like I said again, I missed all last year. Everyone's progressed and gone on to another level, and I'm just clawing my way back. So I don't think there was any surprises out there for anyone of just kind of how I finished. So,
and with the way the 1500 is run these days, with a lot of people just going for it from the front, we're seeing a lot faster times this year than previous years. Does it make it more difficult for you to kind of get back to where you were or close to it before the injuries?
I feel like that's, if everyone was sucking and no one had broken 4 minutes in the mile this year, of course, it's a lot easier for me to get back.
But the way the event is run, like maybe we see fewer tactical 1500s, I feel like. At the
globally, that's different than what I was, but in the US, no. I don't know, dude, one of my pet peeves, and I wouldn't say it's like a sore subject, but everyone, like all my career, they're like, you only win slow races. I have an Olympic trials record. So, I ran 3:34 flat here. Like, I can win fast races. Obviously it was a very pedestrian Rio, and the best guys in the world right now tend to be very strong front-running guys. So you're going to see a shift when they're done. The top guys might go back to like how the Kiprups and Suleimans are 142 guys. They're going to want to sit in it. It's just whoever the top guys are and what their strengths are. Like if Ingebrigtsen could win with a kick, he'd probably not take it out. You know what I mean? But he knows he's physically the fastest guy and the fittest guy, and that's what you need to do. That's why all my career at U.S. Championships, I tend to take the lead, like at least with a lap to go, if not farther out, because I don't want to be letting it kick for the last 100 meters. So, long story short,
All right, Matt. So, master tactician Matt Centrowitz, giving advice to the guys.
Why are you laughing?
Who are gonna?
You're a good tactician.
No, I was laughing. I thought you brought forward. Yeah. Sorry, Chris.
The guys who are going on to face Jakob at the World Championships, how would Peak Centro, Master Tactician Centro, would have tried to beat Jakob?
So we're playing fantasy track now.
Good. Thankfully, I qualified.
I didn't feel like I ran a great race. I've always viewed myself as a sub 330 guy. When I ran 330. I ran 149 like a week before that. I traveled terribly over to Europe. Like, I'm always jet lagged for weeks. So for me viewing myself as a sub 330 guy, knowing the type of workouts I've done to indicate that, I would probably have to go with him. And do I beat him? Probably not. Maybe. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, but that's probably the best way. You can't let him, I can't simply sit in the pack, pull a Cole Hawker in Tokyo and expect to win, let alone medal. There's just too many guys in that field that are going to go with them and not come back, the Moketeers and Chariots. So to answer your question, if I'm going into the final and I know he's in it, I'm expecting him to go around the field 200 in, get to the front, or if not the lead, and start squeezing some 56s and 55s, and you have to go with it. You live and die that way. So that answers your question. Yeah, that's what that'd be my race plan.